Two-time All-American, national champion, and PGA professional, Ben Bates has been successful at every level throughout his golf career. A four-time All-Gulf South Conference honoree, Bates earned All-America honors in 1983 and 1984 under Troy University Sports Hall of Fame head coach Mike Griffin. Bates and Troy won the 1984 NCAA Division II National Championship, and the Trojans finished no worse than third in the four national appearances during his career. Bates claimed individual medalist honors 5 times over his storied career at Troy, including the 1984 Gulf South Conference individual title. Following his wildly successful collegiate career, Bates dabbled on mini tours for the next 7 years before qualifying for the now Web.com Tour in 1990. A 1997 victory at the Wichita Open pushed Bates into the top 10 on the Web.com Tour money list, which, in turn, qualified him for the PGA Tour, where he played until 2002. All told, Bates won twice on the Web.com Tour and is the all-time leader with more than 200 cuts made during his career. Bates was elected 5 times to represent his peers on the Player Advisory Board for the Web.com Tour, and he still competes on the Champions Tour.
My dad ran the golf course in Havana, Florida, and so I used to go to work with him and bug him, and he sawed me off some little golf clubs, and so yeah, I started playing when I was about 3 years old, and played my first golf tournament when I was 6. And had the bug, had it bad. And yeah, I was fortunate enough. I don't know if this stands true anymore, but at one time I was the youngest high school kid to ever go to the state championship in the state of Florida. I won my district, and so that was pretty cool. And yeah, and then made a visit up to a few schools and came up here to Troy, and Coach Griffin was kind enough to offer me a scholarship, and the rest, I guess, is history. Coach Griffin was awesome, and still is awesome. And if it hadn't been for him, I probably definitely would not have come to Troy. And also the fact that I could get home in about 2 hours back to Havana was a nice little perk there. It's far enough away that my parents couldn't keep all tabs on me, which Coach Griffin would tell you he wished they were here to keep tabs on me sometimes. But yeah, so that was it was just kind of a no-brainer for me, and probably the best decision I ever made in my life. Coach Griffin designed that 9-hole golf course, which was awesome, and we had quite a home field advantage having a golf course right in our backyard, and we whipped a lot of people's behinds out there. We never finished out of the top 3 in the national championship, so we had some great players come through here, and even more importantly than that, they're all friends. So what a way to go. Any one of the guys that I've played with on my teams could be sitting here right now, and could have gone on to probably play as much golf as I did. My mom and dad, this might be where I cry, but they have afforded me every opportunity in life. They, like I said, they didn't have much when they started out, and they worked their behinds off, and they instilled that in me and my sister Debbie. The love I have for my kids, and I also have a granddaughter too named Lila. Like anyone else, I guess that's the joy of your life is your kids. So love you guys. Always have, always will. This is not really me going into the Hall of Fame. This is a combination of a lot of people. My parents, my family, my teammates, my coach, Coach Griffin. Thank you so much. I've been very fortunate with this golf thing, and none of it certainly wouldn't have happened if I hadn't come to Troy and seen that I was able to compete with some of the greatest players in the world. I probably would never have had the ability to take that leap of faith had it not been for coming through Troy.